Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. Been a lot of news in the immigration space recently. Most notably, we've been discussing the so-called electronic travel authorization, which is being or is supposedly being created. I've called it the ring fence around Thailand. Very similar to ETA, the electronic system for travel authorization, which operates in the United States. Creates all kinds of, in my opinion, unnecessary and bureaucratic problems associated with traveling to the USA, especially for those in the visa waiver program. Meanwhile, Thailand has dozens, if not hundreds of countries now that are in Thailand's visa waiver program, and they want to create this electronic travel authorization. My opinion, the system was working fine the way it was, and they're just creating sort of these extra hoops and obstacles to go through, and I'll get into that in other videos. But long story short, now they're talking about creating immigration, that's under the auspices of the Ministry of Interior, is talking about creating their own Thailand immigration system, which, by the way, I thought that's what we were always dealing with, but they've now come up with a new acronym for it, TIS. Apparently, this is going to operate in tandem with the ETA. That said, let me dig in. Quoting directly from a recent article in the Bangkok Post, bangkokpost.com, article is titled, Bangkok Airport Immigration Speed and Security to the Fore, Overhauling Immigration Service at Suvarnabhumi Airport a Top Priority. Quoting directly, the Immigration Bureau aims to improve its Suvarnabhumi Airport by implementing new technology, including the Thailand Immigration System, TIS. Previously, each immigration officer spent an average of 1 to 2 minutes verifying passenger information. New measures were recently introduced to ensure immigration controls take no more than 45 seconds per person. And as they go into, and I urge those who are watching this video, as they go into in that article, they're also wanting to, it's yet again this obsession with Singapore. They're talking about, oh, Singapore has this system, we want to implement this too. And my big question is, they're going to have their own online app apparently as well. So is this going to be in addition to the electronic travel authorization? And by the way, do we need all this digitization? As it gets to in that article, and as I'll discuss in other videos, we already have biometric scanning. We already have apps, the Advanced Passenger Processing System. We already have PBICs, and all of this is working largely without any of this extra programs and protocols. Why are we doing this? Is it just because bureaucracy begets more bureaucracy, and in the digital era that can happen that much more quickly? Meanwhile, what are the ramifications for Thailand's tourism sector in the event that we have layer after layer after layer of digital hoops, digital fences, whatever you want to call it, basically digital and physical obstacles that are interfering in people just coming to Thailand to travel for tourism? I mean, we've been fine with an analog system, and frankly, with an analog system for maintaining visas and things. It's looked to me like over the last year, they've created a bunch of stuff that basically undermined the substantive immigration system we had here in Thailand, and then is going to tack on this new digital system, which they say is amazing, which, as I can tell you from having dealt with the U.S. immigration system the last 17 years, anything that gets added on that's digital makes it harder. It never makes it easier. It never adds any value. It's no good. It's just digital bureaucracy that then the bureaucrats can sit around and fob you off to if you need to talk to somebody in person and say, hey, I have an exigent circumstance, I need to figure this out. Oh, go to our website, go to the app. God, I've heard that a million times in the U.S. immigration system. Now they're bringing that kind of mentality and that kind of setup over to the Thai immigration system. I got to be honest with you, I don't think it's going to create a lot of extra security benefit, and then meanwhile it has the potential to severely curtail, in my opinion, people coming in for tourism purposes, because how many digital bureaucracies should one have to go through just to be able to get on a plane and come to the Kingdom of Thailand?